Hey everyone, and a very warm welcome to the AkzoNobel Powder Coatings Dongnai factory. I am super thrilled to be your guide today. Now look, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill, check-the-box factory orientation. This is a vital safety explainer. We've taken all the heavy technical jargon and distilled it down into clear, visual takeaways. Why? Because our ultimate goal today isn't to overwhelm you. It's to make absolutely sure that every single person who walks through our doors goes home safe at the end of the day. Okay, let's dive right into this. Here's our roadmap for the briefing. We are going to cover our core values, the golden principle, 8 life-saving rules, specific visitor guidelines, and then we'll wrap it up with just 3 things you need to remember. So don't worry about memorizing a massive manual, just follow along with me. Section 1. Welcome and core values. And really, the main thing to note here is that at AkzoNobel Dongnai, absolutely 0 products or production deadlines are ever more important than safety. Period. Which brings us nicely to Section 2, the golden principle. Transitioning from that core value, we get to this. This is the single most empowering tool we are handing you today. Stop work if conditions or behavior are unsafe. That's the golden principle. And what that means in practice is that anyone, and I mean literally anyone, including you as a visitor, has the absolute right, and honestly the responsibility, to stop a task or speak up if something feels dangerous. So how do you actually apply this while you're here? It's really simple. If you see danger, or even if something just looks a little off and makes you anxious, stop. Just stop. Then tell your tour guide immediately, and please do not hesitate on this. You do not need to be 100% sure, and you definitely don't need an engineering degree to speak up. It is always better to pause and double-check than to just ignore a potential risk. Moving on to Section 3, 8 life-saving rules. Now, these 8 rules aren't just something we made up on the fly. They were actually developed by analyzing major industry accidents across the globe. Breaking these rules can lead to fatal or permanent injuries. So yeah, we take them incredibly seriously. Now what's interesting here is these icons kind of look like a complex dashboard, right? But don't worry, you don't need to memorize the grid. We're going to translate this into exactly what you'll see out there on the floor. All right, let's look at the first 3. For a valid work permit, you're actually going to see physical boards with signed permits right there where high-risk work is happening. For fall protection, which is super critical since falling is a major industry hazard, you'll see any worker above 1.8 meters securely strapped into a safety harness. And for confined space entry, like around tanks or silos where oxygen levels can drop fast, you'll spot warning signs and physical guards posted outside. If you see any of these setups, your job is simple. Just keep a safe distance. Next up, machine guarding. You're going to notice protective cages and shields around moving parts, so definitely do not stick your hand in there to get a better look. Then there's equipment isolation. You will see brightly colored locks and tags, we call them Loto locks, on switches or valves. That's a real game changer because it physically ensures a machine doesn't accidentally power up while someone is working on it. Finally, safety equipment. You'll see sensors and alarms actively running. The big takeaway for you here? Literally, never touch or try to get around these physical barriers or locks. Just let them do their job. And these final 2 rules are directly for you. Seatbelts, if you're in a company car or transport, buckle up. And no alcohol or drugs. We have an absolute 0 tolerance policy here. If you're intoxicated, you don't enter the plant. Simple as that.
All right, Section 4, visitor rules and safety.
So this is the playbook for your physical journey through the plant today. 4 easy steps. 1, stay with your guide. Don't go wandering off to explore. 2, only walk on the paths painted yellow or green on the floor. Those are your safe zones. 3, keep all that provided PPE on. That means your helmet, glasses, shoes, and high-vis vest stay on the whole time you're in the operational areas. And 4, if an alarm suddenly goes off, do not go back for your bags. Just follow your guide straight to the assembly point. Okay, so what can't you do? Well, there are a few strict rules here, and they all have rock-solid reasons. No photos or videos without permission. That's for security and fire safety. Absolutely do not touch the equipment. No smoking unless you're in a designated zone. And this last one is huge. Your phones must be switched off or put on silent. Why? Because we have these highly sensitive areas called ATX zones, where even the tiny bit of static from a cell phone could literally cause an explosion. So phones away for sure. Let's move to our final section, Section 5, 3 things to remember. We've covered a ton of ground today, right? Core values, specific operational hazards, you name it. But here is my promise to you. I'm going to simplify all of this down to the bare essentials. If you walk out of this room and immediately forget the technical details, the icons, and the specific rules, honestly, that is perfectly fine. I just need you to lock in on this number right here. Just remember 3 things before you put that hard hat on. Number 1, see danger, stop, and tell your guide. That's our golden principle. Number 2, stay with your group, wear your PPE, and touch absolutely nothing. And number 3, hear an alarm, stick with your guide, and head straight to the assembly point. Those are your 3 highly actionable bottom-line takeaways to keep you perfectly secure. And this really says it all, doesn't it? At the end of the day, our whole partnership with you comes down to one shared goal. Everyone goes home safe. We are so incredibly appreciative of your attention and your commitment to keeping the Dong Nai plant secure today. So keep those 3 takeaways fresh in your mind, stay alert out there, and tell me, are you ready?